BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
What is up, fans? Late night video. Thought, you know what? I feel like chatting. I got Shelby in here. You're the first one in here, Shelby. What is up? We'll wait for more people to get in here. Thought impromptu live stream. We're going to look at some bets. You know, it's brought to you by BetUS. I'm going to share the screen. You guys can tell me what you think. We're going to talk about this game. This huge pivotal game for the Miami Dolphins on Sunday, Christmas Eve. A lot we're going to talk about. But again, this is for my late night fellas and ladies. The guys and girls who are up late like me. Let me get up, say what's up, Adolfo. What's up, Joseph, Austin, Finn's in the house, Mario, Zach, Austin, Kyle, John, Austin again. I'm Austining it up. Ted, Charlie, Robert, Bo Dad, the 3D printer, Scott, Divine, Castro, Lazy, Elliot. What is up, everybody? Already got 100 of you in here. I love it. Love you guys. Doug, any news on Austin Jackson at all? I'm losing sleep because of Mackay. I really want Austin to play. From what I'm hearing, it's leaning likely he's going to play. The ones that are unlikely is Javon Holland. Javon Holland seems to not be playing with his knee injuries. Both his knees are hurt. But Austin Jackson seems to be good to go. Teron Armstead's going to play. From what I'm hearing, Tyreek Hill will play. I'm hearing Xavier Howard will play. I'm not hearing good news about Javon Holland, though. I will be honest with you about that. I'm not hearing good news about that. Yeah, Holland, he hurt both his knees, and some people think it equated to the MetLife turf again, taking him out. But yeah, he hurt both his knees. Smack that like on your way in. Appreciate you, Leighton. He's like a 40-year-old dad. If you remember the injury against the Jets, it sucked. It sucked. Live at midnight Xmas weekend. What the flip? Yeah, man. I got a good hour. I have a Big O show that I have to edit and upload for tomorrow. What's up, Dolphins with Dylan? You haven't checked him out. He's got a very good channel as well. He'll be fine. He'll be back soon. Let him get his rest, 100%. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Dolphins with Dylan, he's got a cool channel. Very laid back, gives you facts, gives you his opinion. Go check him out. Appreciate you stopping by, bud. I don't want to be that guy, but Mekhi Parsons might put Teron Armstead in the hospital. I don't want to be that guy, but I am that guy. So real quick, let's look at BetUS. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check it out. I'll show you what the site's all about. So this is BetUS. You guys know I'm sponsored by them. I talk about them probably ad nauseum to you guys. I do apologize if at some points you're like, oh, but it's a really good site. They have all these sports over here, like literally ice hockey, baseball, golf, tennis, martial arts, horse racing, boxing, table tennis. Like who's betting on table tennis? Well, you can here. They also got really cool prop bets. You can go into each of these games, like the Miami Dolphins. You can go into their prop bets and kind of see what they got going on here. Handicaps, stuff like that. First to score play of the game, so it could be a touchdown, field goal, all this cool stuff in there. They also have the picks, which let's just do this. Go into this. You could do quarter by quarter too, which I think is pretty cool. Birdman says, hey, Doug, Merry Christmas to you and your family. You too, bud. Dub Tech, been a member for 29 months. Dolphins all the way this time. They gotta. But you got Cincinnati giving 3 to Pittsburgh. Cincinnati's winning that one. Got to sign in. Cincinnati's winning this one. Buffalo, Chargers. How many in the chat? In all honesty, how many in the chat think that the Chargers have a chance to beat Buffalo? How many people in the chat think that they have somewhat of a chance to beat Buffalo? I don't think they have any. They're getting 13 points. Nope, no chance. Chargers win, I believe. I will take that plus 13 though. You never know, Might go up by 10 and stop it off. Like Vince McMahon, no chance in hell, no chance. I mean, there's always a chance. This is the NFL. That is true. This is the NFL. We just watched Seattle beat the Eagles. We've watched the Cardinals beat the Cowboys. So anything could happen, but I don't know about that. Indy is getting 2.5. I would think Indy would be the favorite here. I would pick Indy in that one. Green Bay in this one, they're getting 4.5. Cleveland's giving 3. I'm going Cleveland in this one. Even though if you don't want the Bills to make the playoffs, you want the Texans to win this one. I take Seattle here, even though they're traveling. Jets are giving 3. I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders make this a close game. Again, the Jets offense is hot garbage. Trevor Siemian is their starting quarterback. This is a closer game than I thought it would be. I'm still going Lions, giving 3 in this one. Jacksonville is getting 1 versus Tampa. I want Jacksonville in that one. Dallas, Miami. Miami's giving 1.5. You guys know my score prediction, 28-24. So if the Dolphins are giving 1.5, you take the Dolphins. Cardinals, Bears. Bears are giving 4. I'm going Bears. Broncos giving 7. Don't be surprised. Now, again, if you don't want the Bills in the playoffs, you want Broncos in this one, but don't be surprised if Patriots, fight hard on that one. And then Chiefs are giving 10. Crosby's still a dangerous aspect on that Raiders team, but I still go Chiefs there. Philly, 13.5. Make this a close game here. Just make it a close game. Philly's down bad lately. And then finally, 6. The 49ers are giving 6. If the 49ers play like they should beat the Ravens, and that would be absolutely huge to help the Miami Dolphins with what they want to do. So, again, check out BetUS. Click the link in the description. You get 125% and really quick payouts, 24 hours. I showed you the site. Really good, reliable site. Go check them out. If you said the Bills got trapped in their hotel on game day, then yes, they have a chance. Oh man, let me look up. Because they lost to some teams they shouldn't. Mike with the dad joke. What was Michael Jackson's favorite fast food? KFC. Mike always coming in the clutch. Let's see. So they lost to the Jets, obviously. That's a funny one that they lost to the Jets. They lost to Jacksonville. They lost to New England. They lost to the Bengals, but that was with Joe Burrow, and they lost to the Denver Broncos. So those 5 losses, and then they lost to Philly. The 6 losses is what kind of hurt them, sitting at 6-6. Man, out of the next 2 games, I could see them losing to New England. As bad as New England might be offensively, I could see them losing to New England. That is a big possibility. If Ravens lose and we win, do we get the number 1 seed? All right, we'll look at that. We will look at that. Get rid of all these ads. We'll update this. So we'll look at it. You're looking at it right now. So what your boy Greg was asking is I'll pick like I just said. We'll go Bengals. We'll go Bills. Again, there's no way the Chargers are winning this game, but you never know. I go Browns here, but I still want the Texans to win. We go Broncos, Chiefs, Jets, Colts, Seattle. Boom, boom, boom. Right. That's how we want this. This is like a mixture of realistic and how we want it to go, because obviously we want the Dolphins to win and we want the 49ers to beat the Ravens, but this is a realistic chance, but we kind of want this. It'd really, like, you'll see here, Cleveland wins, see how the Bills jump in front of the Texans. But if the Texans win, see how the Bills stay back down at 9. Kind of want the Texans to win this game, but I think the Browns will win this game. So you'll see here that the Dolphins are still in the number 2 seed. The Dolphins are still in the number 2 seed. Even though they have the same conference records, there's another tying factor. I think probably strength of schedule or something like that. It'll all come down to the following week. It'll come down to this game. Ravens win, they get the number 1 seed. Dolphins win, they get the number 1 seed. And so again, we'll look at it. I think the Browns win this one. I think the Colts win this one. Bills will win this one. I think the Texans would win this one. The Bengals could win this one, but I think the Chiefs, Broncos, Jaguars, and I'm going to go Seattle here. So you look, all of a sudden, the Buffalo Bills are now sitting in the 7 seed and Miami sitting in the number 1 seed. If the Bengals were to win that game, then the Bills get still knocked out of the playoffs. So again, in this scenario, we would like for the Bengals to win. Will they? You never know. And then we go into the final week, and that is where this gets interesting. So at this point, the best that the Bills can do is 11-6, and the worst that the Dolphins can do is 12-5. So we win the next 2 games. Playoff predictor. It's right here. Playoff predictor. If we win the next 2 games, the Miami Dolphins clinch the AFC East. So regardless of what the Bills do, you win the next 2 games and we clinch the AFC East. Then you look at the final week. I could see the Patriots winning this game. See the Ravens winning this game. See the Browns winning this game. Even though we want the Bengals to win this game. But again, we'll go to boom, boom. This is how I could see it playing out, right? So you look here, and the Broncos are sitting on the outside, right? I haven't chosen this game. So say the Dolphins rest their starters. We won the East, yada, yada, blah, 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 and they lose. We don't get the number 1 seed. We drop down to number 3. But if the Dolphins win, we get the number 1 seed and knock the Buffalo Bills out of the playoffs. So for me, who doesn't like Buffalo, I want to win the next 3 games. I want to win the next 3 games. I want to clinch the number 1 seed, and I want to knock the Buffalo Bills out of the playoffs. Plain and simple. And I think even if Cincinnati, no, they still wouldn't. Cincinnati would have to beat Kansas City and beat the Browns to get into the playoffs. That loss to the Titans messed up bad. That was our cushion game. Shake my head. That's why I say we can't rely on other teams. Well, we don't need to. Plain and simple. We do not need to. We win the next 3 games where we clinch the number 1 seed. We don't have to rely on other teams. Plain and simple. We just got to win. Win the next 3 games, and we're in. That's it. Because, again, you go back to this game, even if the Ravens win, all the best they can get is the 2nd seed because we have the tiebreaker after beating them. It doesn't matter. Same thing with, Buffalo would have to lose to us, so it doesn't matter with this game. You win the next 3 games. Hey, Doug, do you believe you will the next 3 games? Mark, are you asking me, do I believe they will win the next 3 games? Is that what you're asking me? I don't know what you're asking me. Up to that game? Yeah. Because it would have been a world of a difference if Miami would have won this game. Because then it doesn't matter. We would have clinched by the Dallas game. We would have clinched here. Because we lose the next two, we still get the East. The Titans game screwed it up. I think they have a realistic chance, 100%. I don't think any team that they're going to face is drastically better than them. I think they're on par and able to compete with every team that they play right now. I don't think there's a team in the AFC that dominates the Dolphins. No, especially the way that the defense has been playing lately. I think they can compete with any team, 100%. You got 400. I never bet on the Dolphins game. I am the worst luck when it comes to betting. So Dak throws 2 picks, less than 215 yards. That team is different on the road than they are home. You guys watch the preview video. It's like a drastic, like 2 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 7 first down, 120 something yards. Like it's a huge difference. Huge difference. Also, Doug, I don't know if you keep up with the sports media, but how do you feel about our defense doesn't get talked about enough? I like it. I would prefer not to be in the spotlight. I would still like the whole team to not be talked about. I like it. Call with the $2 donation. Going to the game this week and versus Baltimore. Fins up. Man, I hope they get these 2 wins for you, my man. Everyone is already counting us out. Everyone is already thinking that we're going to get destroyed in the next 3 games and we have no chance. I think it's differently. I think it's absolutely differently. Honest question, Doug. Do you think deep down you know it's going to be week 18? Wait, do you think and deep down you know it's going to be week 18? Do you think we can beat the Bills with all the injuries and schemes on defense the Bills play versus the Fins? I think we could beat the Ravens. We did it last year. Came back from a huge deficit and beat them. I think we could beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the 19th rush defense, and they play horrible on the road. Just because you don't want to believe doesn't mean that I'm faking it right now. I don't fake it. So I definitely think we can win the next 2, and I definitely think we could beat Buffalo at home. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I think our defense is better than when we faced them in week 4 with a ton of injuries. But I think it'll be a competitive game. I don't think any of these games are going to be like the Jets game, the Commanders game, any of that stuff. But I definitely think they can win these next 3 games. The Bills lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Jets. They lost to the Patriots. Like they lost to teams they shouldn't have lost to, and now all of a sudden the Dolphins can't beat them. Because whatever reason, Bradley Chubb isn't going to be able to get after him, and Andrew Van Ginkel is going to have a hard time. And now all of a sudden we have Jalen Ramsey when we didn't have him week 4, so he's not going to be able to cover Stephon Diggs. Like we have a very good rush defense. David Long is one of the best run stopping linebackers, but all of a sudden Cook is going to run all over us when no running back has done it all season. Derrick Henry didn't run all over us. Like how many running backs did we face that are top running backs? They didn't do anything against this Dolphin defense. Cowboys DT is out, I believe. They also banged up on the O-line. They might not have 2 of their starters, Brandon. 2 of their starting offensive linemen, their left tackle and their right guard, Zach Martin. They might not have both of them. How many elite teams have we beaten the last 3 seasons? We beat the Bills. We beat the Ravens. I'd have to go through this schedule. But, what does that even matter? I'm talking now. I'm not talking the past. This team is completely different than they were 4 or 5 weeks ago. That's how the season works. Everyone wants to look at the past and be like, well, week 4... Week 3, half of the fan base wanted to fire Vic Fangio. Now all of a sudden, everyone loves Vic Fangio because we have a top 5 defense. I just find it funny. The good teams evolve as the season goes on. Buffalo Bills. Got rid of Ken Dorsey, brings in Joe Brady. All of a sudden, the system that he brings in, and he starts to trust Josh Allen, and he starts to let Josh Allen do his thing. All of a sudden, the offense is better. You would think that all of a sudden now this system that they're running in Buffalo works with their quarterback. But we can only call Tua Tagovailoa system quarterback because no other quarterback in the NFL has a system built for them. We just lost to the Titans at home with 6 exclamation points. Okay. And just blew the Jets out at home. A top 5 defense. What would you like Troy? What would you like my response to be to that? You'll lose at home. The Bills lost to the Denver Broncos at home. I can go down a plethora of top 5 elite teams that lose games at home. It happens. What response would you like for me for that? Cole with the $2 donation. Baltimore loss and Kansas City loss, plus wins versus Baltimore and Dallas and Baltimore clinched the number 1 seed. That's going to be a hard one, though. Because that means... That means that they're going to have to lose to the Raiders. I don't know if they're going to lose to the Raiders. You also have to worry about Cleveland, though. If Cleveland has the same record as the Dolphins at 12-5, they get the tiebreaker. Alvin, new member. Welcome, bud. Appreciate you. I'm a Bills fan, but we run the East, boys. It's coming. It starts this week, and all fans know this is how your December ends. To keeping receipts. I knew you were a Bills fan. It was so obvious you were a Bills fan. I know you're a Bills fan. It is what it is. Your team messed up so bad that you're now sitting back and rooting for other teams to do something that you can't take care of yourself. Bills fans harp on the Miami Dolphins for not beating, you only beat bad teams. Yet the Bills couldn't beat the bad teams to stay number 1 in the division. You would have beat the bad teams, you would be number 1 in the AFC East right now, but you couldn't beat the bad teams. Couldn't beat the Patriots. You couldn't beat the Jets. You couldn't beat the Broncos. So now you're 2 games out of first. Instead of beating those 3 bad teams, you'd be 1 game in first and probably number 1 seed. Oh, thank you. And you got anything to say with everything else I just said? Because you're still looking up 2 games up at the Dolphins because you couldn't beat the Broncos, the Jets, and the Patriots and have a 1-game lead on the Dolphins. You beat a decimated, injured Dolphin team. Good for you. In Buffalo. Good for you. Marissa, what's up? $20 donation. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I appreciate you. Go subscribe to her channel, guys. Go help her out. There's not a lot of female Dolphin content creators out there. Go help her out. Go subscribe to her channel. Go follow her on Twitter. She's part of the Dolphins Talk community. Go check her out. Thank you so much for the donation, Mercy. You don't have to do that. You could have just said, hey, what's up? And I would have read it. Doug, watch the show all the time, almost every day when time allows. I'm in PA, but Kearney, New Jersey, born and raised fan. Go Dolphins and Christmas Eve. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, Doug, I just want to drop a quick note to let you know I've been following you from the beginning. FYI, I coined the phrase Dougie Fresh. I've been called Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh, Doogie Howser, all the names my whole life. Careful, Doug. He might blame the sun again. Don't hate, bro. I'm being honest. What big games has 201 to give you confidence he can win a high pressure moment? The one where I honestly was, and I'm not hating. I'm spitting facts. I haven't sent any low blows or anything nasty. I'm not hating at all. I'm just telling you how it is. You guys couldn't take care of your own business, so the Dolphins got ahead of you. It's a fact. It's not me hating. It's just a straight fact. If you're being honest, I'm being honest. When he came back against the Ravens, that's when I was like, this kid, Tua can do something. Tua can do something here. Down 21, put the team on his back, made the throws he had to. I was like, he could do something. Our Dolphin defense was having a hard time stopping anything against the Ravens. Bills game, following game, 3rd and 22, dropped a dime to Jalen Waddle to get us the points to put us ahead of Buffalo that ended up helping us beat the Buffalo Bills. I think if Tua doesn't get injured last year, we probably would have had a better chance of winning the East, but definitely winning a playoff game. Because if it wasn't for Skylar Thompson, Miami would have beat Buffalo in that wild card game. He gifted you guys 14 points with his 2 interceptions. Our Dolphin defense was all over the Bills. So me personally, those are the reasons why I'm confident in what he does. That's what I gotta say. Not a new member, just renewed my membership. Had my credit card hacked, so I had to renew. Been subscribed since 2018. FinFan since 1960. I appreciate that, Alvin. You don't have to do that, bud. I appreciate the support, my man. Who's playing on the O-line today? It's probably going to be Teron Armstead, left tackle. It's Cotton, left guard. Liam Eichenberg, center. Then you probably have Jones, right guard. And then you have Austin Jackson, right tackle. And if Austin Jackson can't go, it'll probably be Kendall Lamb. What's good, OGDDW and everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Check your pulse. What's up, Chef? How you doing, brother? I'm all right. I'm tired. I'm tired. It is what it is. Pop's joining you the second half of the stream. Nah. Because the Christmas party at my family's house on Christmas Eve starts at 2. So I'm going to hang out for a couple hours and then try to catch the second half of the game. Troy says, so Doug, are sold on Tua being our quarterback for the next decade and paying him $50+ million a year. So by your comment, I'm assuming you're not. I'm assuming that you don't like Tua and you think it's time to move on. That's your opinion. You have every right to have that opinion. Let me see, because I say things a lot. I talk a lot. So let me see if anyone else knows what my criteria is. Does anybody know in the comment section my criteria for Tua to get a nice long-term contract? Like, do you guys remember the things I said he needed to do for me to feel comfortable him getting a long-term contract? Because if you don't, then maybe I didn't say it enough or I didn't say it, and I'll reiterate it. But what are the things that I need him to do for him to get that contract? Stay healthy. That's one of them. And he's doing that. What's the other things? Stay healthy, full season, playoff win. Bingo. That's it. He got it. Stay healthy, full season, and win a playoff game. That's all I need. He's been doing the one first thing. I just need him to win us a playoff game. He wins us a playoff game. But I'm still, I don't want to give him, like, I don't pay him $60 million a year. Like, I understand, like, you want to be the next best thing and you want to be the best and the highest paid, but it's like, That's a lot of money, man. I'm all right paying him. Like, if you look at Jalen Hurts' contract, that's not a bad contract. It's not a bad contract at all. Because this year he's getting paid $6 million. Next year he's getting $13 million. When did he sign his contract? When did he sign his new contract? 2023. So after 2023. So after this year. So this is his last year of his contract. So his new contract starts next year. He's getting $13 million next year, 21 the year after, 31 the year after that. That's not bad. He signed a 5-year, $255 million contract, average salary $51 million, but they're not paying him $51 million. They're paying him $13 million next year, $21 million the year after, $31 million the year after that. It's not till 2027 till he sees a big portion of that contract where he gets $45 million. And they could still do a post June 1st cut and save $25 million. That's not a bad contract at all. It's all how the contract is structured. Plain simple. But I need him to win a playoff game. That's what I need. But we still have him under contract next year, so it doesn't really matter. How much guaranteed money? That's all that matters. Exactly. 110 million guaranteed. Total guaranteed 179. But that's because of some other things. Do you think Jalen will play Sunday? I'm hearing no. I'm hearing it's leaning towards no. Doug, do you think Tyreek hits 2K? He's not far. He's like 400 and something yards off. So if he has like 150 the next 3 games, he'll break it. But I don't think that's as important to him as playing the games and playing in the playoff game and helping us get to a Super Bowl. Have you put out a score prediction for the upcoming game? I may have missed it. Yes, 28-24. I have the Dolphins winning. 28-24. What are your thoughts on Hard Knocks so far? I love it. I love that it shows the head coach more. I love that it shows all that stuff. So I absolutely love it. I want to make sure I didn't miss any donations. From Cole, he says, why does Josh Allen always play like a god versus us? He didn't last year. Week 3 last year, he did not play like a god. Because if he played like a god, that final drive where he threw the pass into the dirt, it would have been completed for a touchdown and put the Dolphins in a sketchy situation. So he didn't play like a god. They blame the sun, even though the year before when they beat the crap out of us in Miami, the sun wasn't a problem. The sun only becomes a problem when they lose, plain and simple. Because how many years was Josh Allen destroying the Dolphins in Miami in September? Sun was never a problem. And all of a sudden we beat them. The sun is hot. It's so hot. Jeffrey became a member. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. Justin, I wonder how we're going to be defending Dallas's pass. Send the pressure, let our guys eat, do their thing. How about the other 7 games? What other 7 games, Mark? I don't know what you're talking about. I moved on from Buffalo. Or our conversation. The sun was colder back then, Doug. I got it. They had better fans blowing on them for those games. Who's the backup safety? Same guys who played last week. Elijah Campbell played really well last week. Brandon Jones, the hard-hitting safety. Elliott will be back. When you come to the West Coast Fins Up meetup. I don't know, man. I don't like being on a plane. I'm too big for planes. One day. If I break 100K subscribers, I'll go to the West Coast. We just broke 45. I forgot to tell you guys about that. We just broke 45,000 subscribers, and I broke 17,000 followers on Twitter. It's craziness. We're on your mind because week 18 is coming. Of course, it's on the schedule. There's no like week 18 is coming. Yes, it's on the schedule. We have to play the game. Like, come on. For Tua's extension, a number 1 seed this year equals a playoff win. He has to play it. He has to play it. Wynn is not coming back. Isaiah Wynn's not coming back. His injury was bad. When it first happened, the injury was bad. He's not coming back. Baker's going to be coming back. Troy, Doug, are you a New York sports fan other than Dolphins? Yep. Fortunately, I'm a Mets fan. But, you know, that's also my dad's fault. Stop feeding the Muppets. Why? I like the Muppets. What's up, Shadow Fox? I want to crush the Cowboys, make a statement versus a good and angry team that just lost. They play different on the road. This is a game the Dolphins should handle. They also don't do well against motions and against fast offenses. The way you keep Mekhi Parsons out of the situation is quick passes, run the ball. Now, will we be able to throw deep and get that touchdown? Maybe. You know, we have Tyreek who can run 20 yards in like 2 seconds, so there is a possibility. So we'll see. We will see. Doug, did you see Brandon Prentice curse the Cowboys this week? They cursed us, and it didn't work. We did lose Phillips, but we won the game, and they cursed the Lions last week. They beat the crap out of the Broncos. So we'll see. Like any pistachio sundae. It was almonds, but no, I don't have any. I got any nuts. Their defense is small and fast, but our offense is faster. I think we're just going to run the ball on them. It just sucks it's not at 1:00 because it'd be hotter and their team would get tired. But still. Hey, Doug, does Tua reach 4,700 yards this season? Let me see. Let me see how far away he is. He needs what? 779 yards? I'm going to say why not. It depends at this point, to be honest with you. If it takes us winning the next 3 games, but he doesn't break it, then it is. It is what it is. I just want to win. I want to win the next 3 games. I want to clinch the number 1 seed. I want to get a first round bye. It would be beautiful if that happened. I'm going to go drink to sleep. You'll be good. All right. Jeff, catch you later, bud. Should you start Raheem in fantasy? I'm horrible at fantasy. I also think of myself as a giant jinx in fantasy. So I don't want to tell you anything because if I say what I want to say, it'll probably go the wrong way. So don't start him. I don't know. My fantasy team sucked. All them people got injured and it just fell apart. So I stopped looking at fantasy, doing fantasy like a couple of weeks ago. Is it the championship game, Peter? Mostert or Waddle as my flex fantasy? I don't know, man. I don't know. What does Tua need to do to win MVP? Not be Tua Tagovailoa. He needs to blow him out. He needs to for him to legitly get any recognition. Don't mind my crazy hair. Any recognition for MVP, he needs to win these next 3 games handedly. Like 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for the next 3 games. That's what he needs to do, which is ridiculous because if you look at where he ranks statistically, he should still be in consideration for MVP, but it's due to the fact that it's the players around him, which is ridiculous. Well, it's TD. Miami 35, Cowboys 20. Super Bowl bound, baby. From your lips to God's ears. Tua is number 1 in passing yards. He is, I think, number 3 in completion percentage. No, he's number 1 in completion percentage. Number 1 in completion percentage. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, tied for 4th in touchdowns. When it comes to passer rating, he is 2nd in passer rating behind Brock Purdy. But he won't get that recognition. I don't know why. Like I said, if he wasn't Tua. Dolphins are losers. Broncos season. That's ironic. That's ironic. Hold on. I got a gift for Nivel. I think that's his name. That's ironic. Dolphins are losers. Dolphins are losers. You're a bunch of losers. And the funny thing is, this was week 3. And if you go look at the Broncos stats going into this game, they were like middle of the pack. They weren't even that bad. And the Dolphins didn't have Jalen Waddle. We dropped 70 on them. 70. Never in my life have I seen a football team drop 70 on another one. 70. They were like 16th in total offense and like 16th in total defense. 70 we dropped on them. We're total losers. Broncos came back from worse. Hey, man, I'll tell you this. I want the Broncos to win. I don't want the Bills in the playoffs just because screw the Bills. I don't know why you're coming at me. I'm rooting for the Broncos. I'm rooting for the Broncos. I'm rooting for the Texans. I'm rooting for the Colts. I'm rooting for the Bengals. I'm rooting for all those teams. Get to 10-7. Get to 11-6. Let's go, baby. Funny. Why was there no Dolphins roundtable today? Crazy busy schedule, the holiday season. I know our guest was busy, and then people were out of town, people are shopping, a lot of stuff. We will be back Friday though. We'll definitely be back Friday. I don't think that there's going to be a SmackDown on Monday though, being that Monday's Christmas. But I don't know. You'll have to ask the AFC guys. Doug, I live in Denver, and their fans are hoping for a playoff matchup with Miami to get revenge. Hilarious. Hey, man. You want it again, We'll do it again. That's what you want. I'm not saying that I want to do it again, but you want to do it again. Let's go, man. But we'll put the gloves back on. Dolphins, Broncos in the playoffs. A Doug Perna joint live stream. I love that. Did you hear what Colin Coward said about the Dolphins? Did you hear what Colin? Did you hear what Colin Cowers? I did, and good. That's all I'm gonna say. Cool beans with the $5. Hey, Doug. I'm only slightly worried about the upcoming schedule. STG stands for something, but I'm too dumb right now to realize it. If we drop the next 3, I'm going to lose it. Yeah, if the Dolphins drop the next 3, there's going to be a huge problem, but from what I'm seeing with this team, I just don't see that happening. It better not happen. How about that? Colin Coward can suck brick, kid. Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like the first Home Alone or the second Home Alone better? Which one do you like better? I like them both evenly, but which one do you guys like better? The first or the second one? Suck break, kid. Oh, it was a good one, Greg. Both, yeah. First, it's like they both have the same aspects of Harry and Marv getting beat up by him, but it's like they add a little twist to it in the second one. I like them both. They both have their little things to it. Preston says, anyone as excited as me can't wait to rub it in their faces of all the Cowboy fans here in San Antonio. Preston, you're in Texas too. Hey, Doug, are you going to be streaming the game? Yeah, I'm going to try to do the second half. I'm going to try to. I don't want to rush, and I don't want to like if my daughter's having fun with her second cousins, I don't want to be like, we got to go. I got to live stream the game, yada, yada. So I'm going to put up the thumbnail. I'm going to set up the live stream, and I'm going to put a time. It's not a definite time, but I'm going to try. I'm try to get back and watch the second half with you guys. I'll try to have Pops joins Jack, but we'll see how he's feeling. Are we wearing white and or aqua throwbacks? So not only do we have home field, but we're wearing the aqua throwbacks. The Cowboys don't do well on turf versus grass, and they don't play well on the road versus home, and they don't play well against winning teams. So this is going to be interesting. Dolphins cheated against Buffalo. They put heaters on our bench. That's a good one, Evan. How about you guys don't even bother playing? Dallas are the true winners. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's just take a moment. Just take a moment. People be saying Brock Purdy's MVP, but he has even crazier weapons on offense than Tua. Brock has a crazy O-line, all-pro CMC, and 2 Pro Bowl receivers. Exactly. Don't play well in the grass. We'll kick their blank. I'll censor that for you, Jack. We'll see, man. I just would really, would love this win. Sit back, enjoy Christmas. After going to 11-4, clinching a playoff spot. We win Sunday, we clinch a playoff spot. So winning Sunday, we're in the playoffs regardless of what happens. That's what we need to do. Doug, I know it's early, but do we keep and get rid of an O-line in the offseason? Who? It's way too early. I don't think they're going to bring back Connor Williams. I think he'll rehab. He'll do what he needs to do because an ACL tear is going to take a hot minute for him to come back. So they're not going to re-sign him. They'll go out and get a center. I think they'll bring Isaiah Wynn back. I think he's good enough. I think they might draft a left tackle to be the replacement for Teron Armstead. They could move on from Teron Armstead, but it would be a post-June 1st decision. Austin Jackson will get re-signed, and Robert Hunt will get re-signed. Well, Austin Jackson already got re-signed. So, Robert Hunt. So, they'll re-sign Wynn. They'll re-sign Hunt. They'll get a center. And they will probably draft a tackle to replace Teron Armstead. There you go. I don't even know who. 2024 NFL free agents. Let's see. Kirk Cousins is a free agent. Chris Jones is a free agent. Josh Allen's a free agent. T. Higgins, Brian Burns. Christian Wilkins, got to bring him back. Trying to see who the best center free agent is. Tyron Smith is a free agent. But you got to get younger guys in there. DJ Reed, free agent. Kylie Duggar's a free agent. Trent Brown is a free agent. Kevin Dotson is a free agent. Wow, they have no real legit centers that are free, like viable free agents. Kevin Zeitler's a free agent. I'm not sure Wilkins is coming back. He's going to be expensive, but I hope I'm wrong. You can always structure contracts different ways to, help you out. Hey, they could have it that his money, the lump sum of his money takes effect after Sealer's money, his contract's done. And then, if you want to keep him, you keep moving things back. The best center is Andre James. James clearly earned a lot of respect and trust from his previous Raiders regime, given that the team was willing to trade away franchise pillar Rodney Hudson to Arizona to have James supplement him at center. The move has proven to be smart. James is patient and clean, fit and pass protection, and able to mirror the shift interior pass rush and generally withstands pass rushers. Save a few matchup with the true brute force on the inside. So that is the best center available in free agency next year is Andre James off of the Raiders. And that's about it. Like, there's not a lot of centers. Cushenberry. I wanted the Dolphins to draft Cushenberry, which is kind of funny. There's options out there. There are options out there. Bobby Wagner's a free agent again, but Dolphins have some moves they need to make. The Dolphins can save a ton of cap space by doing little things here and there, and you don't even need to lose a lot of players. So we'll talk about that when that happens. Doug, are they flexing Miami Baltimore game? No, it's staying at 1:00. That game's staying at 1:00. Do we kick the tires on Sebastian Joseph Day? I don't see. They'll probably talk to him because they brought in Dominican Sue in. So they'll probably, talk to him, see what's up. I'm a Cowboy stronghold in El Paso. Let's go Dolphins. Jeez. I think Liam is the cornerstone of your franchise. Play him. That man's got to earn it. He's still under contract. Let me see. Liam Eichenberg contract. I think we still have him under contract for. Yeah, we have him under contract next year. It's $2 million. He'll be a Dolphin 2024. For punt Morstead. Oh man. I'm so mad they didn't re-sign Morstead. When he left for the Jets, I was like, come on. You know how many games he would have helped us with? The Titans game would have been a huge help if he was punting the ball down to their 20, not to their 45, and helping us out. I don't think anyone is going to – I think it's going to take a hot minute for Ariza to be brought into a team just because of how, he was, found not guilty, but the accusation, what he was accused of was pretty bad. So I think they're going to wait till the offseason. I want to know what that still image is from. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks right now? Let me see. Because I know you want to know if I'm going to put 2 in there. I know you're baiting me. I'll bite. Let's see. Mahomes is kind of struggling a little bit. Top 5. No specific order. I'm not saying this one's 1, this one's 2. I'll give you 5 quarterbacks that I think are playing some of the best football in the NFL right now. Josh Allen. Matthew Stafford's actually playing really well right now, but I don't know if I'd put him top 5. I'd put Tua like 5, 6. That's where I'd put Tua right now, around 5, 6. But I think Josh Allen's playing top 5 football right now. I think Lamar Jackson is. Patrick Mahomes is still playing really good. I like the way Matthew Stafford's playing. Brock Purdy's playing really well, but again, it's that whole what's the reason? Like, if you're gonna blame Tua for having weapons, you got to do the same thing with Brock Purdy. Dak Prescott's playing really well. Like, if you look at passer rating, your top guys are Brock Purdy, Tua, Dak, CJ Stroud. Those are your top 5. Yeah, CJ Stroud's playing really good too, but I don't know if I'd put him in the top 5. Top 10, definitely. I don't know if I put him CJ Stroud on the top 5. Zach Wilson, easily 3. What's up, Archer? Purdy, Lamar, Josh, Mahomes, and Tua. That doesn't seem unreasonable to me at all. Not at all. Chances we win the division by week 18. Hold on. 73%. That's what this site says. We have a 73% chance to win the division. It went up. I don't know why it went up, but it went up. It was 60. It was 60-40. And it went up. So, Chase, with the $20 donation, thank you for the content all season, and I hope you and yours has a Merry Christmas. Let all the memories, let's all remember why we celebrate and hope and pray for a Finns win on the eve. Tua is definitely a top 3 quarterback. The records and stats don't lie. I appreciate the donation, Chase. Thank you, bud. The political answer. Oh, it's a factual answer. It's not political. It's a fact. What's up, bud? Long time listener, first time caller. We want your real top 5 list. Top 5 Christmas movies of all time and why Christmas Vacation is number 1. First off, go subscribe to Finside the NFL. Reasons, my boy. You got to go check him out. Love working with him. Love doing the panel with him and a ton of great guys. Go check him out. Top 5 Christmas movies. Can I put Home Alone 1 and 2 as 1? Because if I could do that, that will make my life easier. Elf. So I'm going Home Alone 1 and 2 as 1. I'm going Elf. I'm going Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Stop Animation. That 5th one, Santa Claus. Santa Claus. That was in no specific order. I think my number 1 on that list is probably Home Alone. Very close with the Santa Claus. I really like the Santa Claus. But I love Christmas Vacation's like 6. I love Christmas Vacation. Appreciate you, Dougie. Hope your daughter has an amazing Christmas and your family has a blessed holiday, brother. You too, man. Hope your 2 little girls get some awesome gifts from Santa. Santa brought my daughter some crazy things, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be up at like the butt crack of dawn opening gifts. Scrooged is top 10. I love Scrooged, especially the part where he slips. Hilarious to me. Doug, I wonder how many Finn fans know the record between us and Dallas all time. Let me look this up. Let's look this up. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. We've only played 15 times? We've only played the Cowboys 15 times? That's not a lot. Gremlins and Die Hard for sure. Gremlins is a good one. That's not a lot. Did you guys know that? We've only played the Cowboys 15 times. Huh. Yeah, check it out. Cowboys lead 8-7. They've won the last 4 games. Last time the Dolphins beat the Cowboys was in 2003. We blew them out of the water. Holy crap. That was Thanksgiving. This was the Thanksgiving game. That was the last time we beat the Cowboys. Wow. Well, gotta change it. Cool beans. 5 Santa Claus, 4 Grinch, 3 Friday After Next. Friday After Next is a Christmas movie, a Christmas Story, a Christmas Vacation. Friday After Next is a Christmas story? Thank you for the donation, Cool Beans. Nick, hey, Doug, how do you know what Santa brought your daughter? He doesn't come to my house until December 25th. I'm in constant contact with Santa. I have an inside source in Santa's organization that gives me information. Douglas, letting go of Jesse Davis is the biggest mistake the Dolphins could have done. Should have kept him. He was something special. That's how I know you're not a Dolphins fan. That's how I know you're not a Dolphins fan. Doug, would you should do a collab with White's World. He's a big Bills fan. Maybe I will. Yeah, I know he's a big Bills fan. I saw him laughing about what they did to Miami week 4. Doug, if you had inside info, can you see if Santa is bringing us a win? I'll let you know. But all right, guys, I've been hanging out. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna I gotta put together me and Big O's video that'll be out tomorrow. Nice little thing there for you guys, and then I will see you. I'll keep you guys updated. If I decide I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'll let you guys know for the live stream. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do the second half. But other than that, if I don't see you, well, you're gonna get a Christmas video regardless. But just have a Merry Christmas, safe holiday. Love all you guys. Thank you guys so much for always hanging out with these late live streams. Thank you for all the donations, all the new subscribers, followers, everything. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy. Fans out.